Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing sort of the concept of sort of escaping from the USA. Now, here recently, in like the last couple of months, I have noticed a number of videos talking about the notion of getting out of the US or escaping America, or, and look, I've been an expat for a number of years. I understand the wanderlust that gets into folks. I'm not really making this from the standpoint of, the sort of, there's a lot of people in sort of the offshore space, the personal sovereignty space, and I'm definitely in many ways on the same frequency as those folks. I'm more of a nuts and bolts kind of guy. I don't really like to make YouTube videos, especially on this channel, that get into the sort of more higher end of the philosophy of being an expat. Or nomads, perpetual travelers, whatever you want to call it. That's not really the focus of this channel, but I often find that when folks kind of get more into, for lack of a better term, the clouds on these topics, they kind of forget the nuts and bolts of expatriation. And I've seen a lot of stuff about escaping America and all of this kind of thing. The reason for this video is, it's not the escapee side of things. It's in a sense, if you're wanting to look at it like this, and I definitely don't view America this way, but if you were to look at America like a prison, well, the warden doesn't care. If you want to get on a plane and leave America, you can do that. I mean, provided you don't have some fugitive warrant against you or something. But, if you're just an American, you're uncomfortable with what's going on in America, or you just want to move abroad or whatever your reasons are for leaving, it's possible to leave. It's not the escapee side of things. It's not, the warden, and it's not Fortress America that's going to keep you in. The problem these days in the post-COVID era is getting into that other country. So, for example, let's just take Thailand as just a for example. But I'm here to tell you, Cambodia, very similar, Malaysia, Singapore to one degree or another. Various jurisdictions around the world are far more difficult to get into than a mere 9 months, 10 months ago. A year ago, most definitely. It was possible in February, especially the beginning of February 2021, get on a plane and go wherever you wanted with a U.S. passport. Not so much right now. The travel restrictions are really, really onerous. If you're looking to get out of the USA, it's not a matter of leaving the USA. That's not really the immigration with an E side. That's not the problem. It's the immigration with an I side of getting into a country that is going to be your issue. So the reason for this video is to just kind of, I'm not really trying to say I'm setting the record straight, just to provide some nuance to folks in sort of a paradigm way that your focus shouldn't be getting out of the United States per se, or whatever country, your home country, wherever that may be. I think your focus, or where you should be looking, is how to get to the other country, because the other country is where you're on your back foot. For example, with Thailand, if you're not a Thai national, well, you don't have any right to come into Thailand. You may be able to gain a benefit in the form of a visa to come into Thailand. It may be granted for various periods of time, and you may be able to extend it, but it's not a right, as it is your home country, for example, USA, to return or stay or whatever in the US. So I think a paradigm shift is in order, and I think the notion of escaping the US isn't so much the priority. It more should be, you should be looking at it, or one should be looking at it from the standpoint of getting into that other country.